The girls are out tonight. No Ayanna again, unfortunately, but we do have Michelle. Get your foot. So tonight we are out for Lick Events, which is actually a women's only club. I'm really excited for this. You've actually been to Lick Events before, haven't you?
Yeah,
so
it's really good.
What's the kind of vibe? Like, what's it like? What should I expect?
Do you know what? I know it's gonna sound really terrible and like really man-hating, but like when there's no men around to ruin anything, like the vibes just flow, you know?
So tonight's event is actually in collaboration with Dreams Revere. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And Black Femme Film, which is literally in the name. It's like a black female film club. We've actually been to a couple of their events before and they're really good. So we're really excited for this collaboration with Lick Events. Hopefully it's going to be a good night.
So I'm just trying to decide what to wear. I really want to wear a skirt today. So I've got 3 options lined up. I've got my black one, my rainbow skirt, and this white little one here, which I bought last year. It's a size 12 and I was a size 14 at the time, so I've gone down. Hopefully I can squeeze into it. We will see.
It's time to put these faces on. Where are you? Let's see your face.
No, I haven't got makeup on, go away.
That's the point!
So I've decided to wear the little white skirt that was a bit too small, but I've managed to squeeze myself into it. And I'm going to wear these black fishnet glitter tights that I got from Primark, and this bodycon suit that I got from Misguided.
Right, okay, ignore her. Here's my outfit.
It's my
dress. Here's your outfit. We are ready to go.
Can we get that A?
So we thought we would be bougie and get an Uber, but it's dropped us in literally the middle of nowhere, so now we're just like walking around.
Oh my god, how could we do this
toxic waste. Look on the low, what you bitching is going on the low. Mess on the face. Watching this out in the shape. She don't go, she gon' leave me escape. I put you in the safe, just in case. Don't get my way. My kids gotta have money, not you. Oh, I have to take off the king like my
tonight?
Is she for the BBC?
Yes.
It was interesting, man. I don't know how the fuck I'm getting home. She had to go and get me all the way back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sober up over here though.
Okay, have fun.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. So here I am out in this lovely weather, ready to give my ratings. The accessibility, I'm gonna rate maybe a 3. It wasn't particularly far. It was in Bethnal Green, but it's just the kind of place that is very awkward to get to. It's not like you can just sort of jump on one train or one bus and be right there. Like, there's a lot of changes and like walking in between. The venue itself, I'm gonna rate a 3 also. It was a nice place, but I was expecting it to be bigger. Like, in a lot of the promo for the events, they kept going on about how it was like 5 floors and this, that and the other, so I was expecting it to be huge. But you realise once you get in there that a lot of the walls are like mirrored, so actually it's not like 5 full floors, it's kind of like 5 half floors. So yeah, it's not actually as big as you think it's gonna be. So packed in there. And then they had this staircase that like got completely like chock-a-blocked, and like no one was moving and nothing was happening, and like everyone was getting annoyed and frustrated because nobody could get past. Apparently they had to like stop the music at one point to try and sort out this whole thing of congestion. Like, I'd already left by that point because I'd just kind of had enough. But yeah, the venue it's a nice venue, but I think it needed to be bigger. I'm going to be really awkward again and rate a 3 3/4, a 3.75, because I don't think it was good enough to be a 4, but it deserves better than like a 3 or a 3.5. The only reason I say this is because the songs that were being played were good, they were enjoyable songs, but I sort of prefer when DJs sort of separate the music into genres so it kind of flows. So you have a little bit of one genre and then it flows into a little bit of another genre. You can kind of get into the feel of it. Whereas the music, even though the songs were good, they were sort of all just being played at random, so you couldn't really catch like a particular vibe and then it moved on to something else. It was like one song plays and it's bashment, and then the next song plays and it's like R&B or something like that. It was just a little bit strange to me. Drink prices, I can't give a rating on because I didn't actually buy a drink. So despite what I've said so far, I still want to give like the overall experience a rating of like a 4.5, which is going to sound strange considering the fact that, like I said, I didn't see most of the floors and like the music I wasn't feeling loads and I didn't really stay for that long, but I still want to give it that high rating because I can see that the night has potential, and also because from looking at their Instagram stories, like they repost a lot of other like people that have gone to the event, their Instagram stories where they've mentioned them, and it seemed like loads of people had an amazing night. And obviously I feel like this is kind of a given, but I'm gonna say it, I just support it because I support the cause. Like, having a club that's all women feels like, for women, it's a safe space, so where you can just go out with your friends and like just have a good time and you can just let go and be yourself. Like, it's all women, but it's not specific to one type of woman. Do you see what I mean? So it's like literally everyone in the club is different, but the one thing that we all have in common is that we are all women, and it just feels very strong and it's like a very supportive atmosphere.
Hey guys, so I waited a couple of days to do my review just to process the whole night, and plus I had work as well, so I couldn't really do it. Yeah, last night was actually quite good in terms of the concept and the people there. It was nice having it all girls, and I love seeing all the energy and the different outfits that was there as well. Definitely got some style inspo from it as well. Yeah, I'm going to go straight into my ratings now, and we'll have a little overall opinion at the end. So for accessibility, I would say 2 out of 5. It was just in a weird place, it took me ages to find. There was 2 trains there, but on the way home it was 2 buses, which was like an hour because there's no night trains because it was on a Sunday night into Monday morning. And it was just venue, I would say 3 out of 5. The space wasn't used to an advantage. It took me until the end of the night to find the 5 rooms, and that was because I asked for some help, like from the security guards. Yeah, and the further you went upstairs, the less people were in there. So the downstairs rooms, 2 rooms were too packed, and it was just too much of health and safety issues for me going on. You know, the stairs were packed going down, and you could walk into a packed space, and it's like it took me like 20 to 30 minutes to get out to go home, and then it was chaos, to be honest. But I think they should have opened up the rooms from earlier. I know they was doing filming for BBC, but they shouldn't have done that. They should have done that in the basement room, and then open up the top floors and tell people to make their way down, rather than have the first floor and then have everyone in there, because there was a stage in the middle and the stairs in the middle as well, so it just wasn't, the space wasn't used well. Music, 2 out of 5. The songs were good, but there was no connection between each song. It just sort of just playing the top song from like trap, or the top song from R&B, and the top song from hip hop, and the top song from bashment, and then just playing it like that, rather than having a set list of this, a set list of that, a set list of this. So it was hard to catch a vibe. I didn't really dance. That's why most of the filming is with other people, because I couldn't feel it. I couldn't get a vibe from it. Like, none of us actually danced that night, which is actually shocking, because we always find a way to catch a vibe, but we just couldn't. Drink prices were 4 out of 5. They're fairly decent. I think it was like £4 something for a rum and coke, so I can't complain at all. It's cheaper than being in Central, to be honest, so I'm happy with that. And overall, it was a good event and a good concept, having it being all girls, and I'm happy for that. And I'm definitely going to go back to the next one if it's in a different place, because that venue was not a good setting for it. I think they should have a hall that's like 2 rooms, upstairs, downstairs, and like a large space, so there's enough room for performers and people to dance and move around. I definitely recommend it, because I said it's a great concept. 100% recommend it. And yeah, I'm definitely to see what they do next time. Remember to like, subscribe and share on YouTube. Follow us on Insta at @RaversReview_, and check out our previous videos, as we've got a new review coming out soon. Stay tuned.